Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaykum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So there is a question and some doubt among the authorities of a masjid in India regarding the nikah ceremonies conducted inside the masjid. After the nikah, relatives, friends, and members of the public usually congratulate the groom by doing musafaha and mu'annaqa with him, and photographs are taken during those moments as a way of preserving the memory of this special occasion. So since nikah is a major event that generally occurs only once in a person's lifetime, people naturally wish to capture those moments. So it is important to mention that there is no free mixing between men and women, no music, no shouting, and no inappropriate celebration. Everything takes place in a calm, respectful, and dignified manner suitable for the sanctity of the masjid. So the question is, in this situation, does taking photographs inside the masjid after the nikah, including pictures of people congratulating the groom through musafaha and mu'annaqa, as well as picture with the groom, go against the dignity and the sanctity of the masjid, or is it permissible as long as it remains respectful and within Islamic boundaries?
Wajazakum. First of all, for those who do not understand musafaha and mu'anaqa, musafaha is to shake hands, mu'anaqa is to embrace one another. So after the nikah ceremony, the marriage ceremony has been conducted in the masjid, they may go and congratulate the groom, the father of the bride, and wish them well by saying the dua, Allahumma barik lahuma wa barik alayhima wajma' baynahuma fi khayr. And while doing this, some may snap and take photos of the event. Personally, I believe that this is totally fine, because this is not disrespecting the masjid, and it is not something that is agreed upon to be haram. Snapping photographs of men or children is permissible. Taking photos of women is totally prohibited. Keeping photographs of deceased is totally prohibited. Now, one may say or argue that it is disrespecting the masjid, we should not do this, we should not conduct nikah in the masjid to begin with, and this is all bogus. Wasn't it authenticated that the Prophet ﷺ approved of the Abyssinians playing with their spears and fighting in the masjid and practicing? What is, in your logic, more disrespectful? This, where there is the sound of cracking and hitting spears and shouts, or conducting a respectful nikah and no shouting, no music, no dancing, nothing of that sort? It's logical that doing such a thing is far less, according to other people's logic, to be lacking respect. So there's no problem in all of that, inshallah. A brother or a sister says, is it obligatory to get married for both men and women? To say that it is obligatory requires an evidence or a dalil. If a person does not want to get married out of religious belief and background, this is prohibited and an innovation. We know of the hadith of the three companions who came and asked about the forms of worship that the Prophet ﷺ performs, and one of them said, I will never marry women, meaning that I'll deprive myself from halal desires for the sake of Allah. And the Prophet ﷺ came out angrily saying that I get married to women. Whoever follows a sunnah, a way, a path other than mine is not from me. So getting married is part of the sunnah. Leaving marriage thinking that it is best for one's religion is an innovation, and it's not from the sunnah. So again, the question, is it obligatory, mandatory upon a man or a woman to get married? Scholars say, if a man has the desire, if a man or a woman has the desire for the opposite gender and is healthy, capable, and financially able to get married, it becomes mandatory. Why does it become mandatory? Because if he does not get married, he will go to sin. He will fall into zina, into fornication, because the desire is there, the ability is there. What's preventing him? His righteousness and piety. This would not last for long, because shaitan will anticipate the right moment. If not this month, next year. If not next year, after 5 years. Eventually he will make him fall. And this is why Umar ibn al-Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him, said to Abu Zawaid, a man who was quite old and did not get married. And Umar was frank, straightforward. So he looked at the man in the eyes and said, nothing prevents you from getting married except impotency or being sinful and falling into fornication. Why would someone not get married if he's capable of doing this? Either he is impotent, he's unable to fulfill his spouse's rights, or he is having extramarital relationship. So this becomes mandatory. Otherwise, it is not mandatory, but it is highly recommended. We have a new student in our class who belongs to Ahmadiyya sect. I wanted to make friends with her, but other girls warned me against it. I wanted to know why can't we be friends with them. Ahmadiyya group, or also known as Qadianiyya, the Muslim assembly of scholars from all over the Muslim world gathered in 1974 in Mecca. And they studied their ideology and what they believe in and concluded that they are apostates. They are out of the fold of Islam. If you look at any of their beliefs of preferring Qadian over Mecca and making it a place of pilgrimage, if you look at the claim of Mirza Ghulam, their founder, of claiming that he is the Messiah, that he is the Son of God, that he is the best of Allah's prophets and messengers, and the claim that the prophethood, the seal of the prophethood was not over, which means that we can have prophets and so on until the day of judgment. It's not our Prophet Muhammad who was the seal of prophethood. This by itself is blasphemous. Let alone that they are given the red carpet treatment from Israel and from the UK, because they divide the Muslims. They are a negligible percentage, 0.0001% of the Muslim community, but their beliefs is totally blasphemous. And therefore, we can marry Christian women, we can marry Jew women, because they are people of the scriptures. We cannot marry a Qadiani or an Ahmadi. A Christian slaughters a sheep, I can eat from it. A Qadiani slaughters a sheep, it's a dead meat for me. So definitely what your friends had told you is legit and true, if you have sufficient knowledge, which is obviously is not the case. But if you had the sufficient knowledge of Islam and you want to give her da'wah and call her to the true Islam, this is okay. They don't even believe in the Quran. They believe in the Al-Kitab Al-Mubin. This is their Quran. This is their virgin. What is this? So definitely what they have advised you is